Yes, well, depending on what kind of water, but I think drinkable water is really expensive. Well, depending on what you want to buy, because there are some brands that sell you the water at, I don't know,
Yeah.
10
Yes.
pesos, but there are some brands of water that are like, how do you say, luxury water, luxury water, and they sell the bottle of water at the of 1 liter like 100 of pesos. I don't know.
That's so ridiculous, I think.
Like Fiji,
Fiji, Fiji,
Fiji,
Mhm.
Fiji.
and
Yeah.
it's just water.
Yes, it's weird.
Yes.
Well, Diana, what do you think?
Well, that's a really good point because the people thinks that this kind of water is better than the other, and it's ridiculous because it's the same. And these industries create more marcas,
Brands.
brands
Hmm?
with beautiful names
Yes.
and the
Or
things are,
marketing.
yeah, it's only marketing, and I think in the water it's isn't um, expensive, but that's a really good point because that's a problem. It's a problem because
It depends on the owners, because if you have land, terreno,
Okay.
a land, okay.
if you have a land where you know that you have water and you want to sell that water to an industry to sell it, you have to think also on the consequences that it could bring in the future. For example, if I had that kind of situation, I never sell my water to Fiji. I would prefer to sell it to. I know a brand of water that is called uh, Castaway.
Guess what?
It's really cool, that kind of water, because you can write a message, and it's like a bottle with a message
Okay.
to people who need water.
That's
And it is really
beautiful.
cheap, really really cheap. 1 liter of water of Castaway water is like 5 pesos.
Mm.
Wow.
And it is a really good quality of water. Is amazing.
Okay, okay. Interesting. Mm, how often do you use water at home? Frequently, never. Mm,
Always.
Always.
I
Always.
think it's obvious, no?
Yeah.
Yes, because
We need the water.
we live with water. Without water, you don't exist.
Yeah.
Because you need it to cook, to wash,
To wash, to clean,
Yes.
to drink, to
Okay, okay. Mm, does water scarcity affect your family?
I think yes, because as I told you before, I used to live with that problem of I hadn't water for 1 week, but right now I'm not worried about it. I almost always have access to water, but I have some members of my family which they live in away from the center, away from downtown,
Okay.
and at that kind of neighborhoods, they
Community?
communities, neighborhoods, they don't have any water yet. They don't have yards, and they have to ask for a truck with water to bring water to that houses.
yeah.
It's really hard.
Yes, and there, I mean, I will accept that kind of situations if the neighborhoods were new, but there are that kind of neighborhoods has been there for more than 2 3 decades, and the situation is the same.
That's really hard.
Yes. And you, Dina? What do you think?
Um. Well, in my family, it's some hours and then appear again. But we are
Okay.
Custom.
Has your family talked about this problem?
in our home or
Yes, in your home.
yeah.
Well, in my case, yes, but no.
Yeah.
There are just complaints. We just say, "I fucking water."
And oh my god, the water disappeared again.
Where is the water? How can I clean my how can I wash my clothes?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we never talk in a way in which how can we save water? We never talk about it. We just complain.
Yeah, I think the same with my family because it's the only deal that we have in the daily routine. Yeah, because the water disappear at night and appear at the mediodía,
Midday.
midday. And yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
well, the next question. Mm, who is responsible for this problem? What do you think?
People.
People, humans.
I think the government.
Well, yes, I think yes, I'll kind of government because they have the administration
Yes.
to regulate and the
Yeah.
power to regulate these kind of industries,
Mhm.
and just for because the industries
And
give
they approve
enough money to the government, they 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 accept it
Yes.
just for money. I mean, the money is a problem, and we need people who is really, how do you say, interested on the issue, on the government.
Okay.
But it's also really hard, for example, in Mexico, because we have seen that people who really cares about environmental issues, they are killed.
Yeah. Yeah, because the people that really needs water is forgotten by the government, and the industries well makes money,
Yes.
and that's a really
Do you
good point for
think
them.
that sorry
Oh yeah.
that water is a human right or
I
it's
think
only for capitalism?
capitalism, no. Well, I think right now it is in the power of capitalism,
Yeah.
but it has to be a human right. And I mean, we are really far away from that day in which water is, and in everyone has access to water, independent to their situation. But yes, I think also the government has so much things to do with this.
Yes.
Yeah, the people is responsible to these situations too. I think we need to be more carefully, more how do you say? Um, yeah, responsible.
Okay. Okay. Um, is water scarcity a serious problem? What do you think?
Well, yes, it is really a serious problem because as we were saying before, and
People die.
people need water, and not everyone to has the same access to water. We are we as students who lives in a city and in which we don't have so much problems with that water, we are not that aware of the issue, and we are not doing anything because we are comfortable with water in our houses. But we don't care about people who really struggle with that.
the future generations, I think in that situation, because the people doesn't need to be mother and father, because
Yes,
no, the
that's a
future
good point.
generations, that's we no they
They?
they live in a horrible situation right now. Yeah.
Yes, I think it is a good point because we are not thinking about the future. We are not thinking in our kids if we have kids.
Yes.
Well, even there are several people of our age that they don't have to they don't
worry.
want to have kids because the future is it seems to be horrible for them. Yes.
Yes, it's a good point, and it's hard
To think
hear
about that.
about.
Mhm.
Well, mm, thank you for your answers, guys. This helped me a lot to understand water scarcity.
Thank you
Yeah.
for this space.